Did you know that the woman who voiced Rudolph was paid roughly $1,000 total over her entire lifetime for a role that's been watched by tens of millions of people every single year since 1964? Or that the original puppets from the Christmas special literally melted in someone's attic before two survivors were sold at auction for $368,000? The beloved Rankin Bass special that families have gathered around for over 6 decades is hiding some truly wild secrets. From controversial endings that sparked children's protest letters to a copyright mistake that legal experts say might have accidentally put the whole thing in the public domain. Before diving into these 25 shocking facts, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into classic film secrets. Let's start the countdown.
Yeah, Rudolph, please, could you tone it down a bit? I mean, that nose of yours.
Number 25. The entire special was funded by a light bulb company. General Electric didn't just sponsor Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, they paid for the whole thing. The total production budget came to $500,000, which GE covered entirely in exchange for the special airing as part of the General Electric Fantasy Hour on NBC. Adjusted for inflation, that's roughly $5 million today. The company initially only expected 2 broadcasts, making their investment per viewing around $250,000. They got 61 years and counting. Number 24. The animation wasn't made in America. It was made in Japan. While Arthur Rankin Jr. and Jules Bass developed the concept in New York City, all the actual puppet animation was created in Tokyo by a studio called Mom Productions. The studio was founded specifically for Rankin Bass work by Tadahito Mochinaga, who's considered the father of stop-motion animation in Japan. This outsourcing model was revolutionary for American television in 1964, and Rankin Bass would continue using Japanese animation studios for decades. Number 23. Each puppet cost $5,000 to make. That's nearly $50,000 in today's money. Japanese puppet maker Ichiro Komuro hand-carved every single figure used in the production. The puppets featured spheroid wooden body parts covered in fabrics, furs, and cotton. Approximately 200 puppets were created for the special, meaning the puppet budget alone approached $1 million in today's currency. Rankin/Bass trademarked their distinctive animation style as animagic, a term they'd use to market all their future stop-motion productions. Number 22. The entire voice cast recorded their parts in just 2 days. All the vocal performances were captured at RCA Studios on 225 Mutual Street in Toronto, Canada. The Canadian location was chosen for budget reasons. Actor union rates were significantly lower than American SAG rates. This cost-cutting decision would later create a major controversy regarding actor compensation that lasted decades. Number 21. Rudolph was voiced by a woman, but the studio hid her gender. Billie Mae Richards provided Rudolph's voice. But look at the original credits. She's listed as Billie Richards. According to production records, the studio deliberately used the masculine spelling because they didn't want audiences to know a woman was voicing the male lead character. Richards would continue voicing Rudolph in subsequent specials and spin-offs throughout her career. Number 20. Burl Ives wasn't the original narrator. Before the famous folk singer was cast as Sam the Snowman, voice actor Larry D. Mann had already recorded all of the narration. Mann ultimately voiced Yukon Cornelius instead. According to production history, NBC and General Electric executives pushed for a bigger name to anchor the special, and Burl Ives, fresh off his Academy Award win for The Big Country in 1958, fit the bill perfectly. His warm, grandfatherly delivery became inseparable from the character. Number 19. The songwriter was Jewish and wrote almost nothing but Christmas songs. Johnny Marks composed every single song in the special, including A Holly Jolly Christmas, Silver and Gold, and the title track. Despite being Jewish, Marks built his entire career around Christmas music. He founded St. Nicholas Music in 1949, which became the foremost Christmas song publishing company in America. He was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1981. Number 18. The songwriter and the original Rudolph creator were brothers-in-law. Here's a connection most people don't know. Johnny Marks was married to the sister of Robert L. May, who created the Rudolph character in 1939. This family connection is why Marks had access to write the famous song in 1949. The rights stayed in the family. Gene Autry's recording of that song became the second best-selling Christmas record of all time, with over 12 million copies sold. Number 17. Rudolph was originally a department store giveaway. Robert L. May didn't create Rudolph for a book or a song. He created the character as a copywriting assignment for Montgomery Ward department stores. The company needed a Christmas promotional giveaway, and May, working in their Chicago office, wrote an illustrated poem in the same meter as "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." 2.4 million copies were distributed in 1939, with another 3.6 million by 1946. Number 16. A CEO's act of kindness gave us the Rudolph we know today. Initially, Montgomery Ward owned all rights to the character. But after Robert L. May's wife passed away from a terminal illness, leaving him with crushing medical debt, company CEO Sewell Avery did something remarkable. He signed the copyright over to May entirely. This unusually generous corporate gesture in 1946 allowed May and his family to profit from Rudolph for generations, eventually leading to the television special 18 years later. Number 15. There's a copyright typo that might have legal consequences. Pause the special during the opening credits and look at the copyright notice. The Roman numerals read MCLXIV, which translates to 1164. The correct date should be MCMLXIV for 1964. They forgot an M. Legal analysts have pointed out that under U.S. copyright law at the time, this error potentially invalidated the copyright for elements unique to the special. While the original story and songs remain protected, characters like Hermie and Yukon Cornelius may technically be in the public domain. Nobody has tested this in court. Number 14. Burl Ives' name is misspelled in the opening credits. Speaking of credit errors, look closely at how the star's name appears on screen. It reads Burry Ives instead of Burl Ives. For a special that's been broadcast for 61 years, this typo has appeared in front of billions of cumulative viewers and has never been corrected. Number 13. Sam the Snowman's watch is frozen in time. Throughout the entire special, Sam the Snowman occasionally checks his pocket watch. Observant viewers have noticed that the watch never advances past 2 o'clock, no matter what time of day the story is supposed to be taking place. Whether this was intentional symbolism or simply an animation shortcut, it's become one of those details that fans love pointing out during rewatches. Number 12. An elf apparently commits murder in the final scene. During the ending sequence, an elf gives each misfit toy an umbrella to use as a parachute before dropping them to children's homes below. But when he gets to the bird, the one who earlier explains his defect is that he can't fly, he swims. The elf looks at the umbrella, looks at the bird, and tosses the bird overboard without an umbrella. The bird plummets out of frame, apparently to its death. Fans have called this their favorite movie flub of all time. Number 11. Yukon Cornelius licking his pickaxe originally had a payoff. It was cut for 33 years. Throughout the special, Yukon throws his pickaxe into the snow, licks it, and declares nothing. This seems like a random running gag, but in the original 1964 broadcast, it paid off. After defeating the Bumble, Yukon finally exclaims, "Peppermint, what I've been searching for all my life. I've struck it rich. I've got me a peppermint mine. Wahoo!" This scene was deleted in 1965 to make room for additional footage. It wasn't restored until 1998, meaning an entire generation of viewers grew up thinking the pickaxe licking was just a weird quirk with no explanation. Number 10. One of the songs was replaced for over 30 years, then badly restored. The original special featured a duet called "We're a Couple of Misfits," sung by Rudolph and Hermie. In 1965, GE executive Willard Saloff insisted it be replaced with a different song called "Fame and Fortune." This replacement aired from 1965 through 1997. When CBS restored "We're a Couple of Misfits" in 1998, they apparently did it cheaply. They used the Fame and Fortune visuals with the "We're a Couple of Misfits" audio overlaid, creating an obvious mismatch. Rankin/bass historian Rick Goldschmidt said in an interview, "Somebody there did a really crappy job of editing it." Number 9. The original ending made children so angry, they wrote protest letters. Here's something most people don't realize. The original, December 6, 1964, broadcast did not show Santa visiting the island of misfit toys. The special simply ended with Santa and Rudolph flying off into the night, leaving King Moonracer and all the misfit toys abandoned. Despite Santa promising to help them, children flooded NBC and General Electric with angry letters. According to Jules Bass, they were swamped with letters from children, upset that the misfits didn't get the help they were promised. In response, Rankin, Bass produced an entirely new ending sequence for the 1965 rebroadcast, showing Santa keeping his promise. Every version since has included this rescue scene, but original 1964 viewers saw a very different, much darker conclusion. Number 8. Dolly is on the island of misfit toys because she's clinically depressed. For decades, fans wondered why Dolly appears on the island when she looks completely normal. Unlike the Charlie in the Box or the spotted elephant, she has no obvious defect. On December 8, 2007, Arthur Rankin Jr. appeared on NPR's Wait, Don't Tell Me, and finally explained. She was cast off by her mistress and was clinically depressed. A 1998 CVS exclusive toy release included a tag confirming this dark backstory. I'm a little rag doll who just wants a friend. I think that will help my broken heart mend. Number 7. In 2018, the special was accused of promoting bullying, and it went viral. A HuffPost video titled Rudolph the Marginalized Reindeer racked up over 5.6 million views, highlighting the special's problematic elements. Donner forcing Rudolph to cover his nose, Santa expressing displeasure at the red nose, Coach Comet banning Rudolph from the reindeer games, and Clarice's father declaring, "No doe of mine will be seen with a red-nosed reindeer." Critics argued the story teaches that being different will only be accepted when that difference becomes useful to others. Corinne Conley, who voiced Mrs. Donner and Dolly, defended the special to TMZ, noting that the happy ending where characters apologize provides valuable lessons about accepting differences. The debate continues every holiday season. Number 6. Most of the original puppets literally melted. After production wrapped, Arthur Rankin Jr. gave a set of puppets to his secretary, Barbara Adams. She passed them to her niece and nephew, who played with them like regular toys. Eventually, the puppets ended up stored in an attic, where summer heat caused most of them to melt and decay. The damaged figures were thrown away, with only Rudolph and Santa surviving. Number 5. The surviving puppets appeared on Antiques Roadshow in terrible condition. In 2005, Adam's nephew brought the Rudolph and Santa puppets to PBS's Antiques Roadshow in Providence, Rhode Island. They were in rough shape. Rudolph's nose had been replaced with red Play-Doh, Santa's mustache was half missing, and both figures showed decades of wear. The initial appraisal, $8,000 to $10,000 for the pair. Number 4. Those same puppets got sold at auction for $368,000. After the Antiques Roadshow appearance, collector Kevin Crease tracked down the owner and purchased the puppets. He sent them to Screen Novelty's animation studio in Los Angeles for professional restoration. During the restoration, Rudolph was actually decapitated to repair his broken neck, and they discovered a flying rig hole in his side where wires were attached for flying scenes. On November 13, 2020, Profiles in History auctioned the restored puppets. They sold for $368,000, including buyer's premium, roughly 36 times the original Antiques Roadshow estimate. An anonymous buyer donated them to the Center for Puppetry Arts in Atlanta, where they now reside alongside original Muppet characters. Number 3. Most voice actors received almost no money for 60 years of broadcasts. Due to ACTRA labor rules at the time, the Canadian voice actors received no residuals after the first 3 broadcasts. Billy Mae Richards called her total compensation a sore subject, reportedly around $1,000 over her entire lifetime for voicing the title character. Paul Soles, who voiced Hermé the elf who wants to be a dentist, revealed he received approximately $400 in residuals total, about $10 per year. The only cast member who received consistent annual residuals was Burl Ives. His estate continues to receive payments to this day. In 2014, Souls reflected, "This business of residuals was new to our union, which was not quite as strong as SAG or others in the States." Number 2. The special still isn't available on any streaming service, and there's a bizarre reason why. Despite being owned by NBC Universal, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is not available on Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, or any other subscription streaming service. According to IndieWire, the complex music rights to Johnny Mark's songs haven't been sorted for streaming revenue sharing. When these rights were originally negotiated in the 1960s, nobody anticipated the streaming era. The special's rights are tangled between NBC Universal, the Rudolph Company managing Robert L. May's heirs, and the music publishing interests. The only options are purchasing digital copies for around $8 to $10, catching the annual NBC broadcast, or watching through live TV streaming services like YouTube TV during the December airings. Number 1. It's been on television every single year for 61 years, longer than any other Christmas special in history. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer premiered on December 6, 1964, and has aired every single year since, without exception. That's 61 consecutive years, making it the longest-running Christmas television special in American history. The premiere captured an astonishing 55% audience share, meaning more than half of everyone watching television that night chose Rudolph. A 2022 YouGov survey found that 81% of Americans have seen the special, with 91% of viewers saying they love it or like it. In 2024, the 60th anniversary broadcast returned to NBC after 52 years on CBS, drawing 5.3 million viewers, the most watched rerun Christmas special across all networks that year. Arthur Rankin Jr. reflected on this legacy in a 2006 interview. Why has Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer been on the air for 42 years? The longest-running, highest-rated film in the history of the medium? I don't know the answer to that, but over the last few years, I've become very honored by that. I guess that is my legacy. Longevity is the answer for art. He passed away in 2014. His partner, Jules Bass, followed in 2022, but their reindeer keeps flying every December, just like clockwork. So these were 25 facts about a 52-minute special that's been reshaping Christmas traditions for over 6 decades. From melted puppets to depressed dolls to protest letters from children demanding justice for the misfit toys. Rudolph's behind-the-scenes story is almost as wild as the adventure on screen. What surprised you most? Was it the voice actor compensation, the original ending that left the misfits abandoned, or something else? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into classic films and their hidden secrets, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. There's always another story waiting to be told.